Crimson Desert, everybody. Yeah. I know you haven't gotten enough of it. You haven't gotten and you haven't gotten enough of me. I get you. But I can't get enough of Crimson Desert. Every news source that's out there, I'm scouring, looking. And now... Pearl Abyss doesn't want Crimson Desert to be an Epic Games exclusive. No, I'm joking. That's a completely other game. Calm the fuck down. No. The voice actor for Cliff, he wants... No, he doesn't want. He's done making voiceover for the game. For now. He mentioned, how long was it? 5 years or something of voiceover work with the same character. I know it's gotta be good, but enough of me and more Crimson Desert and me. JorRaptor has played the game for 3 hours. I haven't, so I can't show you what I... Hold on. Let's see what he has to say.
I've played 3 hours of Crimson Desert in total since the reveal, and
Lucky
I got to try
bastard.
some pretty cool things that I've not shared with anyone yet. Like, I was pretty surprised to see that there's a way to fully zoom in and explore the world in first person. You cannot use your weapons then, but still, it's a pretty neat feature. I also love how you can pet your horse while riding.
Alright. Small little thing, but when you get that attachment to your horse, and when it gets a hard on, well, we don't know yet, but if we're thinking Red Dead, you know, that connection, it's good.
It will just chill out for a moment.
The hell happened there? Chill out? It got a fucking spasm.
You can pet your horse while riding it. It will just chill out for a moment.
Then it spasm.
I really hope that's possible with the other mounts, like the Raptor as well. Like, while playing this...
Okay. We have a horse, we have a raptor, and we have a dragon. Can we pet the raptor? Can that be our thing?
It becomes really clear that creativity will be rewarded. So Crimson Desert totally looks like your traditional open world experience. Very early on, we should be able to fully explore this enormous map. This is what the physical collector's edition map looks like. And during my
holy shit. Is that... No. Vikings. Is that... No. This whole thing, it's probably more behind... You can see it's more behind it. But is there more behind it? It's probably ending about here. And then all around. And then probably there. If we're lucky, we're going there too? Wow.
Play sessions, I could also get a grasp of the scale, and the draw distance is really impressive. And since my play session, we've seen many of the side activities.
This is PlayStation 5 gameplay. So if you were wondering how the game runs on a PS5, well, this video is for you.
We can expect there are countless mini games, resource gathering. You can help the
hold on. Buddy! Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Can we get our clothes off and just have a little good old fucking wrestling? Huh?
Mini games, resource
Look
gathering.
at that.
You can help the townfolk in need. Like, there are many side quests. You can also build up your home base. Again, it's familiar stuff, but Crimson Desert seems to have a lot of it.
Fishing.
What does set the game apart, though, from what I played, is the amount of tools it gives you to use in the sandbox, like the spider web. One thing I did during my play session...
Like the spider web? You can't just mention it and don't fucking show us.
Use in the sandbox, like the spider web.
Spider web? Is that a spider web? That's fucking wheat.
One thing I did during my play session is launch myself in the air with this spinning move.
Go ninja, go ninja, go, 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 go. Let's
then
go.
Use the crow wings to glide and then shoot an enemy in the head with the bow. But you can also use it to pull yourself to a wall and start climbing, as we should be able to climb most surfaces as long as you have stamina. But
you can climb most surfaces as long as you have stamina. We could climb trees, we could climb mountains, we could climb a horse, we could
also grab a wall and then launch yourself over it to surprise enemies with a body slam, or pull a tree
Turtle
back
power!
and do the same. You can use it to break your fall, grab an enemy off their mount to use it against them.
Oh, yeah!
To break your fall, grab an enemy off their mount to use it against them. Probably one of the coolest uses.
Yes! Get off that beer, it's mine, buddy! Yes!
So while this web is required to take out the giant stoneback crab boss by launching yourself onto her back to deal damage, it also opens up a ton of other possibilities in combat and traversal. But it gets especially crazy when you combine the different moves. I could also toy around with the magical jump that you can activate multiple times depending on your spirit to do like a triple jump and get higher up.
Stop!
You can activate multiple times
what is this?
depending on your
hold
spirit
on,
to do like a
hold
triple jump and
look
get
at that!
higher up, so
fucking
it's great for
Tarzan!
exploration, also here, it has many uses in combat as well.
I mean, holy shit, it never ends. Like, I see a new feature every day for the game. Every day. Just right before I start the stream, I saw something awesome. I forgot what it was, but holy shit.
To ignore enemy attacks and then counter them with yours, which feels very satisfying. Well, to ignore enemy attacks and then counter them with yours, which feels very satisfying. Or you can use it in an offensive way. Your abilities...
Fucking jump it up. I said a while back, when we saw that crow lady battle with all those skills and magic shit, I fell off. I just... Fuck no. No, this game isn't for me. And then we saw this series. There was a video before the series. I got a little in on it. And then we got that 3-part series. And I got more and more into it. And now, when I see what these abilities are for...
change depending on the current element you have equipped. So if you use fire in combination with the jump, you blast enemies away with an explosion. Switch to ice and then the jump freezes enemies that get hit. But I found thunder even better, as this shocks enemies, dealing damage while also stunning them. But the element you have equipped impacts way...
What the fuck did it say? Hold on. The name of that guy.
Also,
Drunken Black Bear. Let's go. Drunken Black Bear.
stunning them. But the element you have equipped impacts way more of your abilities and also your arrows, with shock arrows being very strong as well. We know about 5 elements so far. We also see wind here, but we've not seen that in action yet. And in an earlier demo I played, I could use explosive arrows that were very strong. So it does seem that next to the elemental arrows, there are other types of arrows to equip.
And not only that, but the effect of the explosion.
Next to the elemental arrows, there are other.
And then you see the smoke. It doesn't just disappear straight away, but it just
of arrows to equip and use
naturally goes away.
Shot that drops down a barrage of arrows on the target. And these tools are on top of the depth of the regular combat. There are obviously combos that you can chain. For example, a regular heavy attack combo with the two-handed axe would send an enemy flying after 3 hits. But if you start that combo with a light attack, you can actually get an extra hit in before you send the enemy away. And all these other weapons I could try had fun combos.
Joe, my guy. Thank you for this. I'm gonna jack off to you while I watch some gameplay. And me. You know, it was... And me.
As well, there are spears, hammers, two-handed swords, your regular shield and sword combo, and dual-wielding swords is possible too, which looked very strong in the recent gameplay. You can switch between these weapons in your weapon wheel, but what I learned is that you can also do this unique move that lets you instantly swap to a new weapon mid-combo, which was very handy and also looked very cool. A big change they made from when I first played the game to my most recent session at Gamescom is that regular attacks do not consume stamina anymore, only special combat abilities.
Oh, it doesn't! So we could just fucking spam that shit. X. Fucking hell, that was gay! What the fuck was that? No. Fucking rewind that shit. X. Fucking hell, that was gay. Let's move on.
Previously, you had to constantly micromanage your stamina as you also use it to evade enemy attacks. But now you can simply focus on regular attacks while your stamina builds up again in the background. So you can use that for other moves. And yeah, you've likely seen Cliff do some wrestling moves like the neck breaker. Now these cost stamina too. I in particular had a lot of fun with the throw, which you can use to grab and throw enemies off high places. But yeah, one big takeaway.
What the fuck was that? What the hell was that?
You can use to grab and throw enemies.
And then his feet touches this, and then
of high places.
Look at that!
Yeah, one big takeaway.
The hit track is a little weird, but fine.
After playing it's awesome. That stamina is going to be important. So upgrading that with Zelda artifacts that you get.
Anyone tried Zelda? We played a little of that first Zelda on Switch last year, I think, or 2 years ago. I think it's 2 years ago already. Fuck me. We never finished it. It became a little too repetitive. But damn, that was a good game.
Get from missions, from exploring the world, and from bosses will be very important. And overall, one of the most impressive things about Crimson Desert is that it all feels like the tip of the iceberg. We now also...
Well, you know, it does. It does. Everything they show, it's just, okay, now, there can't be more. And then it's more. And then it's more, and just, okay, this gotta be, okay. And then it's more, and then it's more, it's just, okay. How high is that tip? Huh? How big is that tip? Been in development since 2018, by the way. It has 8 years. And it looks this good. We have played games that have been in development for 10 years. God damn, they can be shit. Good leadership. A good leader knows when to say no, when to say yes, what to keep, and what to just remove. This guy doesn't know what to remove. He knows how to keep it.
Learned that by analyzing NPCs and enemies, you can learn their moves. So you also have to pay attention during combat to be able to steal those attacks. And then I'm still only talking about Cliff here.
What the fuck? Just what? I don't care.
Only talking about
yeah, I'm swimming tonight.
About Cliff here, we learned that by following the main...
That's sort of a sweet-ass outfit.
story, you will also get access to Damien, the fast rapier-wielding lady, who also has some sick acrobatic moves and use a pistol and rival. And also Unka will be unlocked as a playable character if you follow the main story. He's more of a brute with two-handed weapons and an arm cannon.
Cliff all the way. I'm sorry, guys. Cliff all the way.
I feel that only having Cliff would have already been enough to keep the combat interesting, but the developers went
I think we have about 6, 7 playable characters, I think. Don't we? At least 4.
and beyond and added the 2 extra playable characters that we can use in the open world and for many.
There's only 2? 2 extra? I thought there would be more. Either way, fucking 2 extra playable characters. I'm happy with just Cliff. Fucking all, with everything we got.
Of the side activities. So yes, Crimson Desert looks very promising. It has all the ingredients to become a super special game, but there were still a few things I witnessed during my play sessions that could hold it back from becoming truly exceptional. Now don't get angry, like I know there are some people that don't want to hear.
Sorry, Vikings. Thank you for the info, Joe. Thank you for the info, Joe. Thank you for the info, Joe. I told you.
Anything negative about this game, but I do think it's good to talk about these things so you can get a more realistic expectation when going into it. And it's totally possible that some of the things I mention here are already addressed in the final version of the game. The end of my Gamescom 2015.
I mean, look at the lighting on this one. Huh? Still PlayStation 5 gameplay. Huh? This whole video is PlayStation 5 gameplay. And it runs so smooth.
Demo had a boss fight that was sadly not very fun because the enemy was extremely aggressive and would send me flying around the battlefield. So how the Crimson Desert boss fights often work is that the enemy is weak against some sort of move. So it can totally be that because I was thrown into this like mission that was halfway through the game that I did not know how to counter him. So in my experience, it was very hard to react. Now at one point I did.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I don't want this to be easy. I don't want it to be too hard, but I want it to be hard. Did they not say it will be 60 FPS on consoles? I don't know if they said it, but fucking hell it is. It is!
Did figure out a sort of cheese tactic. The spin attack from the X would stun lock him in place so I could easily take care of him. There is a mechanic where when he's down you pick up one of these pillars and smack him to deal a ton of damage. That's a really cool mechanic, but apart from that the boss fight was not that great. Some small annoyances were that
it's not that great. The fuck do you want? Just by watching this, it's great. Huh? Come on. Come on. Joe!
looting enemies has Cliff kneel down and collect the items, which just takes a lot of unnecessary time and totally takes.
The fuck did he say? What the hell did he say? Oh, you have to go down and it will take so much time. That's what's awesome! It's awesome! The immersion, the realism, what the fuck? This isn't Assassin's Creed, Joe! It isn't Assassin's Creed! Oh, buddy. The fuck?
You're out of the flow of the game. So I hope we have the option.
It takes you out of the flow of the game? Well, if it's doing this shit, while fucking in combat, no wonder it takes you out of the game. Loot after the battle.
takes a lot of unnecessary time and totally takes you out of the flow of the game. So I
No!
hope we have the option to just immediately loot bodies with a simple press of the button.
No!
Large scale fights where you
Shut
are
up!
battling alongside an
Shut up! No!
army can also get confusing, especially when it's yellow soldiers fighting brown-red soldiers. Enemies had no health bar or red marker above them, so sometimes it was hard to know which enemy you had to attack and who was
hard to see who to attack? Look at the map. Look at the map. You see these red dots? Easy. Also, red, yellow. Red, yellow. It's not hard to see. And if you're colorblind, then watch the map.
on your side. You might have also heard about the confusing, especially when it's yellow soldiers fighting brown-red soldiers. Enemies had no
They had no health bar? They had no... I didn't know JorRaptor was this fucking stupid in the head. Huh? No. Get rid of the health bar. We have it in too many games. What the fuck? Think Red Dead Redemption with a health bar. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, bring it in. Bring it in, everybody. Yellow, red. Yellow, red. Yellow, red. You see who's the enemy and who's friendly. What the fuck is he on? They are even dressed different. Ha!
health bar or red marker above them, so sometimes it was hard.
Red marker above them? What the fuck? Playable, JorRaptor. I respect you. But Playable, don't listen to this guy. No. It's fine as is. We don't need a red mark above the heads or a health bar. And picking up items, actually seeing the animation, great. We don't need any more easy games. We have 2 eyes normally. I've seen people with 1 eye. I've seen people with 3 eyes. We can see. Like, not every fucking game needs a health bar. Yes! Exactly.
To know which enemy you had to attack and who was on your side. You might have also heard about the controls. Again, there are many possibilities in this game, but that did mean that the controller mapping would be very overwhelming. Now,
controller mapping would be overwhelming? Don't give him a keyboard. L3, R3 to enter focus mode. Okay, we've done that before. Easy. Triangle, circle to lift the banner. Okay, yeah, we can do that. X to lift it faster. Okay, it's getting harder, Vikings. Triangle to carry the banner and move. Oh, holy shit. Can we do that? L1 to aim, then press triangle to plant it into the stand. Oh, holy shit, that is a lot of words. Can we actually do it? What the... I'm sorry. This video wasn't gonna be a hate on Joe, but what the fuck is this? Like, controls has limited buttons, so I don't see the problem with it. It's overwhelming, is it? The controls is overwhelming. Holy shit.
But that did mean that the controller mapping would be very overwhelming. Now, this is something that should have already been addressed since that August play session I attended, with potential ways to remap controls as well. So we should...
Okay. Yeah, controller mapping, okay? I agree. We need more of that in games. If you play on console or PC with a controller, control remapping, keybinds on controls, we need that. I 100% agree. The rest, though, what the fuck? Gotta ask, what does this dude play? A lot of Assassin's Creed.
hear more about that very soon, and we also learned that you will be able to turn off those particle effects, which especially during boss fights could be all over the place. Now, a fun So we should hear more about that very soon, and we also learned that you will be able to turn off those particle effects, which especially during boss fights could be all over the place.
Right now it's not. I've not seen once that is all over the place. I haven't seen it once. And those colors makes sense. I get it. People want it maybe a little more realistic. But then again, it isn't quite that realistic. And then you know when to dodge, what to do when you see the colors. But if you want it more realistic, I get it. Because, hey, you see red particle effect when there's a heavy shit going on, heavy attack. So that I get. If I can turn that off, that would be great. I want to read what it does. So if I can turn that off, that would be great. But apart from that, all over the place.
Now, a fun fact about this boss fight is that you can reach the arena by just going through the front door, or you can shoot the window and then climb up and drop down that way. And or you can shoot the window and then climb up and
okay, so there, red, yellow, or green. I hope you can see who's the enemy now.
Drop down that way and yeah, start to fight that way. Again, I think this game will be very special because of the amount of freedom we have. And I have a feeling that the developers will be very reactive. So if we have a lot of like feedback after playing the game for ourselves, I would not be surprised if they address those things very quickly. I'm by the way doing a giveaway for the deluxe edition of the game. You can enter via the link in the pinned comment. And I can now confirm that I'll be attending a Crimson Desert hands-on event next week. And I'll be able to share my thoughts and gameplay in the first week of March on...
Okay, I'm gonna react to that too. I hope he has some different opinions by then, because shit. Yeah, right now, he's not the perfect creator to cover the game, I would say. He wants to kidify the game.
Wednesday. So look forward to that. Subscribe to not miss anything. Leave a like, that would really help me out. Check out
I'll leave a like
video by clicking on the screen, and I will speak to you soon. Very soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye, buddy. Gameplay. Game looks straight up awesome. We're not going to go too much into his opinions because that's not the point of the whole video. But I've said what I needed to say. I don't agree. Better word for it. He wants to babyfy it. Yes. Exactly. Hey. This is not a kid's game. Baby game, if you will. No. This is a game for more hardcore gamers that can actually think, smell, see, react. If you want the health bar in the game, no. Don't bring it in, Playable. Not even as an option. No. Take a stand. This is how the game is. Yeah. Just easy as that. If you don't like it, fuck it. Get the fuck out. Play another game. Yeah. No. Not even as an option, because that ruins it. You don't paint a fucking painting and then, oh, this is perfect, but it could do with a little yellow, and then you piss on it. It's not the same thing. I love the game. I'm not blinded. I know what type of game I like. This is game of the decade. Here we are again. Yellow, red. They even have fucking different helmets. And they have big ass shields. The yellow don't. And the thing about fucking looting. What the hell is that? And the example he gives us is during combat. It takes us out of the game, that flow. It takes us out of the flow of the game. What the fuck? You are doing it. You are taking yourself out of the flow of the game. I mean, Jesus. What?